No, 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 I don't want to land in my neighbor's yard. Oh, shoot. Oh, we don't have a choice. Oh, gosh. Right here in front of me, we have an entire FPV setup from HISINGY. We recently just did a review on HISINGY's newest drone, the Skybreaker. But when they contacted me to review that, I also asked if they'd be willing to send me an FPV setup because I've really been wanting to do something like this on my channel. In my opinion, FPV is probably one of the coolest things available to us in this hobby. If you're not familiar with FPV, it stands for first person view. And that simply means we'll be able to use the remote and the goggles that I have right here to utilize the camera that is built into the front of this drone so you can fly it like you're on the inside, which is such a different thing than flying from the outside. And flying from the outside is great, don't get me wrong, but there's something special about feeling like a bird. They also went ahead and sent over this cool carrying case, which is great because you can put everything in one spot. As always, the links will be in the description and the pinned comment below. And you can use code MIKE to save yourself 5% on the entire purchase. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at these boxes. Okay, so let's first take a look at the drone. The one we're gonna be using is called the Firefly, mostly for inside use, but if there's no wind, I think we should be able to fly this outside, no problem. We have the TX50 controller, which is a little bit more refined looking than the standard ready to run transmitter that came with the other drone. And the goggles where the magic happens. There should likely be a spot for an SD card. I'm assuming it's either built in or it is there because it says record your FPV adventure. It's not an HD system, guys. There are HD systems available. There also are brushless drones available so you can get a lot more power, but this will be perfect for an intro. So if any of you guys want to get started, then at least you'll know something like this is worth giving a try. Taking a closer look at this guy here, it's your standard little goggles thing. It fits snugly to your head, and of course you got a screen inside. So there is a record button, but is there a spot for a card? Yes, it's on the side over here. So it looks like DVR video converter download link. Not sure what that means. Does it have a card? No, it doesn't have a card. So I'll have to grab one of mine, probably from my main drone or something like that to use. And then it also looks like there is a USB-C port inside to charge it. And the buttons to switch to the channels so we can find them without interference. And I'm guessing this is probably the power button here, right? And then there's a little, yeah, there you go. There's your battery. So we gotta pull that out. And then we got a 2000 milliamp battery. That's pretty decent size. I think it should last a while. Let's just go ahead and power this on, see if you can see a screen in there. Yep, so you can see right now, since there is no signal, you just get some static. Again, it's not a digital system, it's analog, so it's not gonna be the highest quality. And when it comes to putting the footage in, it's not exactly YouTube friendly, but they do make HD systems. So hopefully one day we can get going with that. But again, this is perfect for just starting out. Looks like it doesn't come with a charger though, so probably just a standard phone charger. All right, let's take a look at the remote. One thing I do want to know, it looks like here that you can configure your quadcopter's handling, video channel, LED cutter, and more through the HISINGY app. That's pretty cool. And I know the way they theme their stuff is always very interesting. All right, here's the remote. Let's peel off this little plastic piece. It's got a nice like glossy area here, smooth. The plastic is smooth. Some buttons on the side. And then the bad boy we're gonna be using to do all of this, the Firefly. All right, I fully expect this to be themed like they always do their other products. So let me tear this open and let's see what's inside. All right, so as usual, we get this little product information card. It looks like our little character for this is Kayla. Looks like a space fox is what that looks like to me. Got a little quick guide, probably with some really nice color illustrations here. Stickers, I'll probably leave the stickers off. And then you also always get one of these comic strips to give you a little backstory on the drone and the little universe they've made with it. And then of course the instruction manual. This looks like a spare battery. Oh, this is a battery holder. So this is the other one we just reviewed. I'm not sure if the batteries will work for both. Oh yeah, it will. So we've got a couple extra spare batteries, 950 milliamps. We get about 7 minutes of flight on this guy, but this doesn't have a camera, so the camera is always going to draw a little bit more electricity. So I'm willing to bet at least 5. And while 5 doesn't really seem like a lot, when you're flying on the inside, it is. So, all right, very cool. So let's take a look at the drone here. We have this little thing here, which is probably the camera cover. Yep, and then you have your very simple analog camera up front. I've had a few systems like this, but they're pretty old. It's been about 10 years since I've had something that is new. So that is why I'm mostly so excited. Again, it is a brushed model, so not as much power as the brushless, but perfect for starting off FPV on this channel. I will say this is their newest one, but I really like the simplicity of this. And of course, we also have the blade guards. So that's pretty much it for the unboxing. Let's charge up a battery and take to the skies. All right, guys, I got 3 batteries charged up here. I also have the SD card inside the headset, and the battery is also charged. This, by the way, takes 4 AAA batteries. I'm not sure if the camera is showing that or not, but we actually do have connectivity. So you can see the camera. I think we're ready to go, guys. All right. Don't you want to look as cool as me? Oh. Okay, hold on a minute, hold on. I think I gotta fly this from the outside first, just to get an idea how the power is. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be tricky. It's kind of a small room here. I should be able to get out the door, I think, but flying FPV takes a little bit of practice. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh, it flies pretty smooth. My cats are gonna be like, what the heck is going on? Oh, the fan. We got a fan on in there. That fan's not usually on. Oh, I heard the wife. Yes, turn off the fan, please. There she is. It's not the best picture quality. Her head looks a little squished, but... Oh yeah, this is gonna be a blast to fly outside. Yeah! That's awesome. All right, first flight success. Let's go fly this thing outside. Before we carry on here, I went outside immediately and kind of ran into a problem. The drone did not have enough forward momentum to keep it going in a small breeze. So I actually almost lost it immediately on my roof. I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and open the app and see if there's something inside here that I'm missing. And in fact, I was. So you can see right here, drone configuration. So you do that, turn on your Bluetooth, and wait until you see it. Should be the Firefly connecting, and we are in. Here is where it's important, okay? Tuning. So you can actually use these like attribute points. It's almost like a game, and you unlock them as you fly. I've had a few flights since, and you can definitely tell the difference as you tune it. And there are also a lot of other options in here, like traction control, reverse speed, and under general, you can change the lights, you can change the trim, and then you have sport mode and collision protection. Now, sport mode needs a 60 minutes of flight time, and then that will allow you to do flips and stuff. I believe it will stop it from self-leveling. So I'm not really concerned about that at the moment, but that will come later. You can also store or discharge your batteries, get the latest version of the software for the drone, and change the configuration of your remote. Collision protection, strong or weak. I've added a couple attribute points. We're gonna try it outside again and see if I can have some better luck with it. So yeah, there you go, guys. The app's got everything you need, and I think it's a little strange that it's kind of behind a skill wall to be able to unlock some stuff. but I think that's just for beginners, so they don't immediately have full power, and they can learn to use the drone from the bottom and move their way up. So I think it is kind of a good thing. I think it's cool. So I don't really know the true performance of this drone until I'm able to add all these attributes in. So time will tell, but really all I'm concerned about right now is there enough forward momentum, which probably would be this acceleration right here. Horizontal and acceleration is what I need. So that way I can push against the breeze if I need to. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this quickly because it's clearly very important. Let's take another stab at flying outside. All right, guys, it's time. It is a little breezy suddenly. Of course it is. But anyways, we're gonna send it. I'll try to stay in my backyard until I have enough confidence that this thing can go up and over the roof or something like that. All right, let's take off. Here we go. Okay, so I think we're good. So I have most of my power on forward and backward, right, left. I don't really have any on the spin quite yet, so that will be next. It looks like you got to get probably 20 flights or so before you can start really adding those points up. Another thing I want to note, the footage you're seeing right now is actually enhanced. I upscaled it to 1080p because the resolution is not very good. Not only in the goggles, I mean, it's okay in the goggles, but the video that it comes out is typically not great. So I'll just kind of show you what it looks like without the upscaling. So you can see it's much more grainy, a little bit more flashes of signal interruption, but it's not terrible. And I mean, really, it only kind of really matters for me because, you know, I'm putting it on YouTube. So, all right, the wind is blowing a little here. I'm struggling to push it forward. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, jeez. All right, let's reset. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if it just needs full attributes to get all the power or what, but I wish it didn't do that. I'd like to try to be a little risky with it, but anyways, let's see if I can fly around my house. Yeah, see, the wind is just pushing it. It's pretty dang annoying, dude. Well, anyways, let's see if we can pull this off. And I lost signal. What the heck, man? I lost signal. This lost signal. Yeah, so previously I've been using an actual hobby grade transmitter. So I was able to go very high and very far. Now, granted, yes, there's a house here in front of me. But I don't know. Let's see how high I can go before I get in trouble. Is this a bad idea? I don't know. We may never see it again. As long as I can not crash on my roof, I think I'll be all right. Oh, no, I don't want us to land in my neighbor's yard. Oh, shoot. Oh, we don't have a choice. Oh, gosh. Okay. We got it back. I'm killing it. That was scary. It's not good in the wind. That's why you need brushless. Okay, so you can see that I want to go high and fly around, but it's not giving me enough forward power against the wind, which I don't know if it's too heavy or what, but I think brushless would solve that issue. I just don't know. We might just need full attributes, and that's going to require a lot more flights, so I guess we're just going to keep it a little simple and fly around my backyard. I mean, we're over the field. The wind is blowing. Oh, and the battery died. No, I should have, no, now I gotta walk out there. Well, I'm definitely having fun, that's for sure. All right, so as you can see in the bottom right of the screen, there is a battery indicator. I probably should have looked at that. On the left, we also have the signal. Let's give that another shot. Ooh, got extra power now. All right, so maybe fully charged battery is what I needed. You see, I'm full forward right now, guys, and it just doesn't have enough. I don't know what's going on, but it might just need some more settings. It might need more attributes. Maybe we can have a little fun without going too crazy here. Signal's pretty clear. I mean, there's not much in between me and the drone, so I really thought I was gonna lose it over my neighbor's roof before. Nothing worse than walking around trying to find your RC toy. Hey, did you see a drone? I mean, that's the last thing you want to have to ask your neighbor, right? Should I try to go out here a little bit? Sure, why not? I think we can do it out here. Oh no, I lost signal. Okay, I gotta remember that. All right, guys, some final thoughts here. I've been a little too harsh on it, I think, and that's simply because what I'm trying to do is really not what it's designed for. I do think that once I get all the attributes unlocked from more flights, I should be able to give it a little bit more forward power. I mean, that's what I hope. But again, this is not really designed to do anything else except be like an indoor flyer. Probably in my little enclosed patio here area is probably better than out in, above where there's nothing blocking the wind. So that being said, yes, a brushless system is going to give it more power. And I'm assuming once sport mode is unlocked, tilting forward is not going to be an issue. As far as the quality of the headset and the videos go, like I mentioned, I did upscale the footage, but only because analog in general is terrible for YouTube videos. So you're not going to get any different from any other analog system. They're all going to look grainy like that. It's not until you get into the new technology of Super HD where the video feed as well as the recordings will be just as crystal clear as this video you're watching right now. We're going to put more flights on it. We're going to figure out if we can get better control. I'm going to say I'm a quarter way through the attributes, so there's a lot more to unlock on here, and that is exactly what I mentioned earlier, that it's great for someone who's new, who won't be out in the yard trying to do what I'm doing and just around their house. For me, I'm a little bit more of an advanced pilot, so I'm just pushing its limit right off the rip to see what I can get it to do. There is a link in the description if you're interested in picking one up. Use code MIKE to save yourself 5% on the entire purchase. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.